Hi guys, this is Angela from The Chaotic Life of a Planner. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining. This is my very first video that I've made. So I'm sure I have a lot to learn. So if you guys want to leave me some tips in the comments, anything like that would be great. I just ask that you bear with me as I figure the world of YouTube out. I do have a little bit of a cold. We have this weird cold virus going around our town that lasts like up to 6 weeks. I think I'm on like maybe week 4. So I am on the downward slope, but I still have a little bit of time to go. This is my Erin Condren Life Planner. I will leave a link in my show notes, as well as a $10 off coupon that you could use if you're a first-time Erin Condren customer. I have used other planners in the past, such as Happy Planner. I've even used composition notebooks. I've done bullet journaling. This is my, I think I started using, actually this is my very first Erin Condren, and I pretty much started in August. So these were pretty rough pages, but just don't look at those. We are a homeschooling family. I have 5 children. I only have 2 left in school. 3 have graduated out, which is fantastic. So I like my planner to run the school year. So I usually start my planners in July or August, and then obviously they run until July of August of the following year. So I have been using this planner for a few months, and I actually really like it. I think I'm finally getting into my groove, so to say. This is the hourly. When I had my Happy Planner, I used the vertical, and I did really enjoy that. And I almost thought that I would need to stick with the vertical, but at the last minute, I decided to try the hourly. And I have found actually that I really, really like it. So I am kind of like a functional planner, but I do like to add some stickers to make it fun and appealing. I like to say in my former life, I was a scrapbooker. When really just what I mean by that is when I actually had time to scrapbook. I was an avid scrapbooker, and I scrapbooked pretty much weekly. I still enjoy scrapbooking and paper crafts. I just do not have the time. I was a stay-at-home mom for a really long time, like maybe almost 20 years. And then for the last 5 years, I worked out of the home, just part-time, but I still had all my kids at home that were homeschooling, and we had various activities and stuff. So I just didn't have time to do scrapbooking anymore. So but yet I needed a way to document things and to kind of, have a plan so that my life did not feel like pure chaos. My name is The Chaotic Life of a Planner, so you will see chaos here, just not at the level that it was before I started planning. So I have found that planning really has given me that kind of like the paper feeling, like it's given me that outlet that I needed to be a little crafty with paper, if that makes any sense. So one of the things that I really like about the Erin Condren lineup is that their covers are interchangeable. So, and they're customizable as well. So this was my Christmas cover, and I just put my name on this one, and then, the back, and I just really love the poinsettia print. I don't think the poinsettia print was new this year. I think that was one of last year's new prints. But I do have some other planners and notebooks and such that I've personalized with other things. Like this was my Christmas notebook, and I just put our family name, and then I put Christmas cheer. And then this was just a regular notebook, and I just used this to track like what we were gonna do every day, like bullet journal style. I used it to track some recipes, which I still have to add a couple of things in here, but honestly, we didn't do a lot of Christmas baking this year just because I just didn't have the time, and actually I was sick, so that kind of messed things up a little bit. I used it to track the kids' gift lists, so like what we had purchased for each kid, so that I wouldn't end up with like, an entire page for one kid and then maybe only like 3 or 4 things for another. I used it to track my Christmas card list and maybe new addresses, gifts to make, which you can see I didn't get very far because I was sick. Our Christmas dinner menu, Christmas Eve menu, and Christmas Eve menu, because we did have company for that night. My Christmas menu, grocery shopping, specific chores that I needed to get done. Not super fancy, but just some things that I needed to track specifically for the Christmas season. So I'm going to put this one away for next year. So anyways, that's just an example that you can see, you know, it's not, Erin Condren is not just about planners. They are their emphasis, but you can use their notebooks for various other things. I think I bought each of the girls personalized notebooks for Christmas. Well, 2 of my 3 girls, and with their names on them. And they were, I don't have a picture of them right here. If I can find one, then I can add it in. But if not, I'm sure I'll show you another time. They're just blue, like navy blue notebooks with lightning bolts all over them with each of the girls' names, kind of Harry Potter-ish. And I don't know what my one daughter will use them for, but the other one will probably use it as like a journal of types. So anyways, you can get a lot of different things. If this hourly planner is not your style, still take a look at Erin Condren. They even make Sherpa throws, which I don't have one right now, but I really, really am looking forward to getting one in the future. So let's get to it. We are going to do my January monthly spread. I am going to, oh, you know what? I need to tell you guys one other thing. So my lighting is not great, and I do realize that. I am trying to work on a couple of different, no, that's not going to work. Sorry about that. Let me try this side. I have this little like light that can clip onto my phone. I'm not really sure if that made a difference or not. It still leaves a lot of shadows. So anyways, I unfortunately think that shadows are going to be inevitable at this point. I live in Alaska. It is winter time. We have daylight, well, from probably about 10 to 2:30, but the sun does not come very far up the horizon due to it being winter time. So right now I'm filming kind of on my kitchen island. This is the room in the house that has the most light, but I'm still getting some weird shadows. I'm gonna try to film in a different spot next, but honestly, I'm still gonna get shadows. So I am working on that. Maybe I'll have to look at investing in some lights, some additional lighting, but just bear with me as I figure that out. And obviously as we progress into the year, there'll be more daylight. In the summertime, it'll be all daylight. However, I do not have very many windows in my house. So we'll figure that out. The other thing I wanted to tell you guys is what my planning schedule is gonna be, or you know, by uploading videos. I'm thinking 3 times a week right now, but obviously since I'm still new to this, I kind of struggled with, okay, I'm not going to start uploading videos until I have everything figured out and like everything has been perfected. But then I decided if I do that, I'm likely never going to start uploading videos. So I'm just gonna go with it and get started, and then we'll figure things out as we go. I'm aiming for 3 times a week. So hopefully once I can get that figured out, where I know exactly what it's going to look like, then I'll share that information with you guys so you can know what to expect. So we're gonna use one of my favorite sticker shops. Actually, I'm gonna say probably it is my favorite sticker shop. 95% of my stickers come from Planner Kate. I love Planner Kate stickers. You can see, I don't even know actually if I have anything other than Planner Kate in this particular planner. I have used some Erin Condren stickers, maybe in my budget planner. Let's see. Yeah, I think, oh, this is an Erin Condren sticker right there. So there's one. But pretty much everything is Planner Kate. This was kind of when I was still trying to figure out exactly which sheets I needed to order. And this was when we were on vacation, so I didn't really use that many stickers then. But anyways, Erin Condren is my favorite, or I'm sorry, Planner Kate is my favorite. I do have, let's see if I can find these, some other stickers that I have purchased. I do have some of the designer sticker books from Erin Condren. And I do really, really enjoy them. They're absolutely beautiful. I love all of the foiling and whatnot. And I'm not going to show you guys every page in this because I'm sure that you've seen them a bazillion times on other channels. I did use a couple of these in my Christmas notebook. And I do really love them. I'm just not sure that they fit my planning style at this particular moment in my life planner. I'm probably going to try and use them like in my budget planner or maybe my petite planner or something like that, but I'll figure that out. I do have some Chrissy Ann design stickers that I really love. What I don't like about these particular ones is that most of my pens that I have do not write on them very nicely, but that's just that I just need to, it's user error. I'm sure I need to figure out a pen that does work. And so I do love these, and I'm pretty sure that I read, and I haven't got them yet, that Chrissy Ann Designs came out with a new matte paper that works on a lot of different pens. So I'm looking forward to trying that. And then I'm gonna try this in January. This is from Caffeinated Kate, and I can link this, put a link down below for this too. And this is for my January budget, and she's got several stickers there. So I do have some other sticker shop stickers that I really do enjoy, but for the most part, for my life planner, you're gonna see Planner Kate stuff at this point anyways. So let's get started. I'm gonna flip this over. So one of the things, if you haven't used Erin Condren before, is this is the January color. So all the pages for January are gonna be in that color. This is the colorful planner. I did get and now we're into February. So I did get the neutral for my budget planner, but I haven't actually had a chance to look at it yet. So I'm gonna rip this off. So one of the things is that you know, if everything needs to match, then you might want to contemplate going with the neutral. Otherwise, you will need to cover everything up, or it will bother you if they don't all match. So one of the things I like about Planner Kate stickers is that they're repositionable. They're so easy to pull up if you don't get it on there exactly straight, which I'm not like a super perfectionist, but I do like to try and line things up if I can. So they're really easy to line up, and actually I'm gonna redo that because I just noticed that I didn't really line it up very well there. So maybe let me show you how repositionable they are. See, they didn't tear up any of the paper, which is fantastic. Let's try and line it up here. I don't know if you guys can see my watch, but my watch is like going crazy right now. I put my phone on airplane mode so that I could film this because I am filming on my iPhone. So now my Apple Watch is giving me all kinds of notifications, which I guess I should have put my Apple Watch on airplane mode as well, which I will try and remember for next time. Okay, I think that's much better. So that was super easy. I love that if you don't have it done correctly, you can just pull it up and go ahead and fix it. So Planner Kate does sell, I didn't buy them for this particular kit. Let me see if I have one. I didn't get it. I don't usually get it. She has another sheet. So this is kit 101F. Sorry about that. This is 101F. So the other, no, I guess I didn't get it. Maybe I haven't. Okay, here. So her other page, I'm not sure if which letter it'd be, like maybe 101G maybe, will have a notes list right here, as well as the thick washi to cover up the dates that are not for the current month, but I didn't get that this particular time, so I'm not going to worry about it. It doesn't really bother me that much if I have these days right here. So I am going to go ahead and put these dates on here, and I will speed up the video so that you don't have to sit here and watch me do this for every single one. Okay, so that is pretty much done. Like I said, I'm not a super perfectionist, so you'll notice that some of my stickers are crooked. This one I can't even seem to put it on there to cover up the entire number. I probably should get some tweezers, and that might help a little bit. But for the most part, I'm okay with it. My nails are terribly thin right now, which is what makes it really difficult for me to peel these stickers up, but hopefully they'll get better soon. Okay, so there's that. Now, you'll notice I do have a lot of things handwritten in here, and I am not opposed to handwriting things in my planner. I know a lot of people just go ahead and use the event stickers or whatever, and I do that sometimes, but sometimes I just need to be able to skip. I don't know if I have anything in February or not. Yes, yeah, I even have some things in February. So I'm not afraid to just skip ahead and handwrite it in there, because sometimes I have to put them in there so I don't forget. And that's okay. You know, we each have to do what works for us. So I don't mind handwriting in my monthly. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark paydays for my husband so that I don't forget those. And you know, like I said, I'm currently, well, I say I'm currently not working. However, I did stay PRN at my job that I had for about 4 years, 4.5 years maybe. So right now I don't think I have to work at all in January, but I am working almost the entire month of February. So we'll see what that looks like. Let's see what else. So my kids are homeschooled, so I don't really need to mark any no school days. We're currently on Christmas break. I don't need to mark any days off. Let's see, my husband is at work right now, and he works an out-of-town job, so he's gone for 2 weeks and then he's home for a week. So he will be home on this day. So maybe I'll use this day off sticker right here, just so that I can designate to myself when my husband goes back to work, or when he comes home from work. And then he will actually, let's see, he'll come home this day. He'll go back to work this day, and he'll be home this day. So let me put this one right here. We'll see how that goes. I don't usually mark those days like that, but maybe that will be a little helpful. I think I'm gonna go ahead and write 9 a.m. Katie Prevo. So as I said, you know, we do live in Alaska. We live in the interior of Alaska. Actually, my town is called North Pole, which is pretty remote. I mean, it is the second largest city. Well, let me rephrase that. North Pole is not the second largest city in Alaska. Fairbanks is, but I'm only like 15 miles from Fairbanks. However, we do not have, we have medical care here, obviously, but we don't have a lot of specialty care. And my daughter did, my oldest daughter, she's 22. She's home on Christmas break from school right now. She goes to college in New York. So she did have surgery just before she went back to college in August on her hip. And she needs to have a follow-up appointment with her doctor. So we have to go to Anchorage for this appointment, which is about, oh, I don't know, 350, 375 miles away. So we will be going to Anchorage on this day, which I'll probably just write that. Actually, I guess I could use this washi right here. That would be a good use for it. So we will be leaving the day before, because it's a good 7-hour drive. And you know, in the winter with bad road, potentially bad road conditions. So we're gonna leave this day. And then that's one other thing I really like about planner Kate washi is it tears so easily. Like, look how smooth that is. It's just great. So we're gonna go down to Anchorage on Tuesday the 2nd, see her doctor on Wednesday morning, and then we will probably go eat some yummy food somewhere, do a little bit of shopping, like maybe go to Target. We don't have Target here. Anchorage is our nearest Target, but that's okay. So we'll probably do that, and then we'll come home. You know what? I just realized I did these backwards because this is not Sunday. Did you guys notice that? So I did not even think about that. Like I said, Planner Kate stickers are repositionable. So, which is a very good thing. Apparently I do not pay very close attention. So I'm gonna fix this, and in the event that it doesn't stick because I roped it up so many times, I'll just use some double-sided tape and that will work just fine, but I think it'll be okay. Jeez, you guys, I can't believe I did that. So silly. So anyways, it's kind of inconvenient to have to travel to Anchorage to go to a doctor appointment, but on the same token, it's kind of fun because we get to do things that we don't normally get to do. Here in the Fairbanks North Pole area, we do have restaurants, obviously, but we don't have like, you know, like chain restaurants like an Outback or Olive Garden or anything like that. We have mostly local restaurants, which is totally fine. And I'm just gonna write Anchorage right here. Put the arrow, and then I'll write an arrow here too. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna go ahead. Actually, this was a mistake. She was supposed to go to see Dr. Prevost on this day, but we had to reschedule it to here. So I'm gonna cover this up with something. Let's see how I want to do this. So we have the Missoula Children's Theater coming here to Fairbanks, which this happens every other year, and they will be here this whole week right here with performances on this day. So I think, and my youngest daughter, who is 14, is going to be participating in that. I think they're doing the Pied Piper. When they came here a couple years ago, or maybe it was, I can't remember exactly when it was, my middle daughter was able to participate, and that was Jungle Book, I believe. So anyways, I know there will be auditions every day. So I'm just gonna mark them with these appointment labels for right now. And I need to look and see what times those auditions will be. I can't look right now because I use my phone to film, and that's where I would find that information is on my phone. So, although I guess I could use my iPad, but I don't have that right here. And then this day will be the performance, I'm pretty sure. So I'm just gonna leave that right there. This day we're going to Talavana Hot Springs. My husband has been waiting for his new snow machine to come in, which he'll be able to pick up when he gets home here. And then we're gonna take the snow machine and then an older one that we have, and then we're gonna borrow one. And we're gonna take everybody up to Talavana Hot Springs these 2 days, and we'll have the snow machine in. So I'm pretty excited about that. But I'm also going to, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. My middle daughter, her first day of classes at University of Alaska Fairbanks is this day. This is like her 3rd semester, I believe. So I'll just write it on this washi. First day of classes at UAF. That's for Michaela. That's pretty much all I think I'm going to label. The kids do have an orthodontist appointment this day that I need to not forget about, but I think I'm just gonna leave that. And then I'm not going to put this in here yet because my youngest son, he is 17, plays on 2 separate hockey teams, and his high school hockey team that he plays for could potentially be going to the hockey state tournament, which is in Wasilla, which is almost in Anchorage, but we're not sure. They actually haven't had very many wins this season. They've had a couple, which is more than they typically have had in the past since he's been playing for this high school, but we'll see. So I'm just going to leave this sticky note here right now, and then as we progress on the month, if we discover that they are going to be able to go to the state tournament, then I'll go ahead and add that later. But I think that's pretty much it. This month shouldn't actually be absolutely crazy. I should mark this day right here because I believe Katie goes back to New York that day for her next semester of nursing school. But I need to find out what time her flight leaves. I didn't book that one for her. She booked it herself, so I'm not exactly sure what time that leaves, but I should mark that just so I don't get mixed up on the days. I don't know what the deal is with this sticker. It looks like I'm lining it up correctly, but it just doesn't look straight once I put it in there, but that's going to be okay. Let's see. Oh, actually, I thought that I wasn't working until February, but I think I have to start work this day. So I'll have to figure that out. So yeah, so it's still a little early for me to figure out everything. So this isn't quite sticking down. I may have to go back through and use some double-sided tape, but we'll see. But anyways, what, did I pull that up like 3 different times? Kind of crazy. So sometime in the next couple of days, I will go ahead and, this is my current layout for this week. This was a pretty low-key week. We had Christmas, and then I didn't really have anything planned for these days. Just some fun stuff with the kids, like we went bowling. We've done a lot of skiing, some things like that. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching my video, and I do very much appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. And I've been thinking about doing a YouTube channel for a couple of months now. Kind of when I decided that I wasn't going to work full-time, you know, well, I didn't work full-time, but I worked part-time, but it was 3 full 8-hour days a week, and it just, considering everything else that I have to do with homeschooling the kids and my husband working out of town and such, it just was really getting to be difficult on the family. So we decided I was going to take a little bit of a break and see how things go. And once I started to do that, I was like, oh man, I've got to have something to do, something to occupy my time with so that I don't get bored and so I can feel like I can actually talk to some other people. So I've been thinking about doing this, and I'm hoping that it works out, and I think it's going to be fun, and I'm really looking forward to getting to know my viewers, and I just really appreciate those of you that took the time out to watch my video today. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.